Hi nursery! Today we are going to make Gruffalo crumble. Now, I wonder whose favourite food Gruffalo crumble is. Can you remember? Yep, it's the mouse from the Gruffalo. He said his favourite food was Gruffalo crumble, so I thought it might be nice to make it. Okay, are you ready? Do you want to join in? Okay, so you need your ingredients first, which is some fruit to go in the crumble. Now, I've chosen apples, okay? I've got some nice green apples that I'm going to peel and chop, and then I'm going to cook them. But some of you might have fruit that's already in a tin, okay? So you have to open the tin, and that might be apples or strawberries or pear or peaches or blackcurrants or anything that you want to put in your crumble, okay? So first, I need to prepare my apples and make them ready to put in the crumble. So I'm going to start by using a peeler, and I'm going to peel all the skin off the apples. Okay, so you need to get a grown-up to help you with this one because peelers can be sharp. Okay, so you've got to be careful that you don't catch your fingers and you take the skin off really, really carefully. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to use a knife. Again, you need to make sure that your grown-up helps you with this because that can be really sharp. I'm going to cut up my apple into little chunks. Okay. I'll show you now. So I've cut it into pieces like this, and I'm going to cut it even smaller into little squares. Like this. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so now we've cut up all the apple, we peeled it and cut it all up, and now it's all in little pieces. So Alyssa's going to show you. And now we have to cook it with some sugar. So we've put the apple in the pan, and now we have to cover the top of the apple with some sugar. So Alyssa, do you want to do that? So pour some sugar in the pan. Just cover the top of the apples. That's it, keep going. You need quite a lot of sugar. Cover all the top of the apples. That's it, and then give them a little shake. Okay? And we're going to turn the cooker on. So you have to get your adult to help you with this. Put the heat on, and we're going to cook it until all the apples go soft and golden brown, and you have to keep stirring it and stirring it. As you're mixing it, like Alyssa's doing now, you have to be very careful because it'll be really hot and your grown-up needs to help you with this. You might want to add a little bit of cinnamon, so just drop a little sprinkle in, it'll make it taste extra yummy. Now, while the apple is cooking, we need to get some butter and some flour and a little bit of sugar, and we have to make our topping for our crumble. Okay, so have you got your fingers? Have you washed your hands? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, are they nice and clean? Are you sure? Okay, because we're going to have to put our hands in and sprinkle and sprinkle and sprinkle and make the crumble mix. Okay, are you ready? So I've got my butter. I'm going to open it and I'm going to cut it into lots and lots of little tiny cubes. Okay, hang on. So Alyssa can help with that. So cut it in down the middle and then into lots of little cubes. That's it. Really careful because it's a sharp knife. I'm going to help you. I don't need to cut your finger. And this side, that's it. Lots of little pieces. Carefully, carefully. Your grown-up might help you with this bit, okay? Because Alyssa's 8, so she's being extra careful. And I'm sure you'll be careful too. Okay. And then pop the bits in the bowl. We need a big bowl. Put them all in. You can use your fingers because you've washed your hands, they're nice and clean. Pop it all in. That's it. All in the bowl. Can you do it? I'm going to help you now to be a little bit faster. Watch your fingers. Okay, when I cut them, you put them in, okay? And I'll do this one as well. So I'm going to use 2 packets of butter.
Mom, this one, never mind.
That's okay. It gets a bit soft because it melts in your hands. So because your hands are warm and the butter is usually cold, when you're holding it, it will get a bit messy and a bit slimy, but that's okay because you've washed your hands and you can wash your hands after. Okay, tip the other ones in. And now we need to add some flour. So we're going to let's add some, use a cup to measure, and we're going to fill this cup with flour. If I hold the cup, darling, you can pop it in. ready? Okay, go on then. Fill the cup. I'll help you.
How many cups?
Well, we're going to start with 1 cup. And 2 cups. Shake, shake. And 3 cups. Okay, we'll start with 3 cups of flour. And we'll then
Maybe
get...
2.5 because that was...
We'll see, yeah, it wasn't quite full, so we kind of used 3. Okay, we're going to put our hands in, and let me show you first, and then Alyssa can carry on. So you're going to put your hands in, you're going to pick up the flour and the butter, and you're going to sprinkle it with your fingers. You're going to squeeze it and sprinkle it, okay? And you're going to keep doing that until it gets really, really dry and in lots of pieces, a bit like crumbs, a bit like breadcrumbs, okay? So keep doing that. And we might have to add some more flour if it's still a bit wet, but we'll see how we go with 3 cups for now. Okay, keep sprinkling and sprinkling. I'm going to stir the apples, so you keep going. Yeah, good job. Keep sprinkling. Show the children how you're sprinkling it with your fingers.
I need to...
Yeah, get some flour and mix it all together like breadcrumbs. That's it. Keep going. Okay, so now Alyssa has been really, really busy making all the butter and the flour into crumbly bits, okay? So we ended up using 2 packets of butter and we used 8 cups of flour, okay? And we had a little sprinkle of sugar in there as well. So if you use 1 pack of butter, you can use 4 cups of flour. And if you use 2 packs of butter, you can use 8 cups of flour. Yeah, okay? And then you have to keep going until it's like this. Let me show you. A bit like breadcrumbs. That's it. Yeah? Okay, so now the apple is all soft and it's all bubbling hot with the sugar. And I added a little bit of water so that it's like a syrup, okay? Now this is really, really extremely hot, so make sure your grown-up does this part, okay? And you stand back and just watch, okay? So we're gonna tip it into the tray. I'm gonna put the apple into the tray and Alyssa's standing back because it's really hot, okay? So I'm gonna get the hot pan and I'm gonna tip the apple into my tray, okay? It's really sticky and really hot, so be really careful. Only the grown-up can do this bit, okay? So that's in the tray now. I'm gonna add a little bit more cinnamon, just to sprinkle. And then we're ready to put the crumble on the top. So Alyssa's gonna hold the bowl like this, and we're gonna give it a little shake, and I'll help sprinkle the crumble
No, you hold the bowl
on the top, okay. I think this is a bit tricky. Stop, stop. You stand
We can just...
over here, scoop it on with your hands, yeah? So you can sprinkle it on top like this, that's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle, like it's raining crumble. All over the top. Yeah, keep going till it's all covered and you've covered all of the apple. That's it, keep going. I'm gonna get some as well. And I'm gonna sprinkle it all over. Yum, yum, yum. This is gonna be so tasty. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And last little bit, because we don't need too much. All the way over.
But there's still some left.
That's okay. You might have some left in the bowl. We've got some left, but that's okay. Okay, so it's all on the top.
Actually, we have quite a lot.
Yeah, well, we can make, maybe we could make another kind of crumble with that. Yeah? So leave that in there. I'm just going to show you. So we've put it all on top, and now this is our crumble ready to go in the oven. Okay? You might want to sprinkle a tiny bit more sugar on top, or if you've got some raisins, you might want to put raisins on top. I've not got any raisins, but we're just going to put a tiny bit of sugar and ready to pop it in the oven, okay? And your grown-up can put it in the oven so that you're nice and safe and you don't get burnt. Hi, so now our crumble has been in the oven for about 30 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius, and it's come out like this. So it's all golden and it looks really tasty. Now, we had some of the crumble mix left over, so we added 2 eggs and a little cup more of flour, and we squoze it all together and it made a dough, and we made some biscuits. So if you do have leftovers, then you can always make some biscuits as well. But this is the crumble, okay? So it looks really super tasty. Good luck making it.